A key is warm inside my palm. The hallway keeps a cedar scent. A faded number marks the frame. The linen holds the summer rain inside a narrow folded seam. I set my back against the mat and rinse the dust from both my hands. The room is smaller than the road, but I can breathe the way I am. No one asked what brought me here. No one needs to know. I opened the window to the sea and let the salt come through the screen. There is no voice that calls me back, no place I have to be. Below, the tide unthreads the foam along a dark and empty shore. A bicycle leans beside the wall. Its bell is rusted at the core. I watch the shadows slowly move across the floor beneath my feet. The day has nothing left to prove. Neither do I need to speak. No one asked what brought me here. No one needs to know. I opened the window to the sea and let the salt come through the screen. There is no voice that calls me back, no place I have to be. At dusk I find a woolen throw and fold it over both my knees. The keeper leaves a bowl of fruit, then disappears without a sound. I hear the water after dark, not close enough to make me afraid. It keeps the border of the night and leaves a little room for day. I did not come to lose myself. I did not come to start again. I came to stand beside the blue until the ache grew small enough. I opened the window to the sea and let the salt come through the screen. There is no voice that calls me back, no place I have to be. I opened the window and the water keeps every word I will not say. I do not need to know the ending to stay with this and let it stay. A key is warm inside my palm. I open the window to the sea.
The rain has emptied from the stones. I found a green float where the breakwater ends. boats were smaller in the fog. The painted rail was chipped and thin. I walked until the land ran out and heard the low tide pulling in. There in a nest of drying weed, a round green thing caught what was left. I picked it up and heard no sound, but felt it settle in my chest. It was not mine to understand. It asked for nothing more. I found a green float where the breakwater ends. It held the day without a word. I did not need to know its name to keep the quiet that I heard. The glass was clouded from the years. One seam of rope was still attached. I turned it slowly in my hand and watched the fading color catch. No one was standing near the rail. No bell was calling from the bay. The farther I had walked alone, the less I needed it to stay. It was not mine to understand. It asked for nothing more. I found a green float where the breakwater ends. It held the day without a word. I did not need to know its name to keep the quiet that I heard. At evening I returned the glass. Above the mark the waves had drawn. The clouds broke open over gray, then carried all their color on. I went back by the narrow path, with both my pockets empty now, and something lighter in my step, though I could not have told you how. Not everything that finds your hand was ever meant for you to keep. Meant to keep. Some things arrive to show the way, then leave their small light in the deep. I found a green float where the breakwater ends. It held the day without a word. I did not need to know its name to keep the quiet that I heard. I found a green float, then I left it where the water could remember its way. I walked back with my hands on has emptied from the stones. I found a green float where the breakwater ends.
A strip of cloth moves in the wind. The nets are hanging in the narrow lane. The alley holds a puddle of gray. A blue tarp taps against the wall. The drains are full but running clear. The last wet drops begin to fall. I stop beneath the wooden hooks and watch the woven shadows sway. What gathers slowly through the night is leaving one small thread a day. I thought the weight would stay with me. I thought it would not change. The nets are hanging in the narrow lane. Each drop lets go and falls away. What looked too heavy in the dark can dry beneath an ordinary day. The mesh is dark against the brick. The knots are rough against my hand. I trace the shape without a word and try to understand the land. No one is coming down the hill. No voices calling from the square. The water leaves its narrow mark, makes a little room for air. I thought the weight would stay with me. I thought it would not change. The nets are hanging in the narrow lane. Each drop lets go and falls away. What looked too heavy in the dark can dry beneath an ordinary day. By noon the tarp has fallen still. The pavement is almost pale and clean. I take the long way to the hill and leave the alley in between. I do not call the weather kind or say that every hurt has passed. I only know the cloth can lift when given one more hour at last. Let it drip, let it drip, let it clear, let it clear. There is space after what was here, what was here. Let it hang, let it hang, let it dry, let it dry. Nothing heavy stays the same, stays the same. The nets are hanging in the narrow lane. Each drop lets go and falls away. What looked too heavy in the dark can dry beneath an ordinary day. The nets are hanging, then the sunlight finds the gaps I could not see. I leave the lane with empty sleeves and something loosened quietly. A strip of cloth moves in the wind. The nets are hanging in the narrow lane. The silver mark is on my shoe. baskets stand without a sound. The tables show their darker grain. The rinse floor runs along the gutter and carries traces down the lane.
I came too late to see the rush, too late to hear the morning calls, but tiny flashes at my feet make stars of all the empty stalls.
No one will come to claim this light. No one will call it rare. The floor is shining with the scales they left behind, like little answers no one meant to find. I stand among the baskets and the water, and let the smallest brightness be enough.
An old man folds a sheet of paper, then puts it in his pocket slow. The last car turns beyond the corner where the pale delivery trucks go. I do not ask what came before, or whose long hands were here before. I only watch the silver scatter, fade and gather by the door. No one will come to claim this light. No one will call it rare. The floor is shining with the scales they left behind, like little answers no one meant to find. I stand among the baskets and the water, and let the smallest brightness be enough. By noon the floor is almost plain. The stalls are washed and put away.
One scale is caught upon my cuff and holds a little piece of day.
I brush it off beside the gutter
and watch it travel out of sight. The world does not become less worn, it only keeps a trace of light.
Not every star is meant for night, meant for night.
Not every shine is meant to stay, meant to stay.
Some things are bright because they leave and make a little room for day. The floor is shining with the scales they left behind,
like little answers no one meant to find. I stand among the baskets and the water, and let the smallest brightness be enough. The floor is shining, then it clears. The silver finds another way. I leave with nothing in my hands, but more than I had yesterday. A silver mark is on my shoe. The floor is shining with the scales they left behind. The hill is dry beneath my feet. I hear an engine fading past the point. faces west. A rusted vein turns over grass. The chalky trail is narrow here. The afternoon is fading fast. I came before the evening cool to sit where no one needs my name. The sound below was far enough to leave me standing just the same. It did not ask me where to go. It did not ask me why. I hear an engine fading past the point. It takes no part of me along. The farther that its small sound goes, the more this hill becomes my own. The white walls hold a strip of sun, then lose it slowly to the gray. Some yellow asters bend their heads and wait beside the broken way. I count the turns along the slope, but do not need to walk them down. The sound has crossed beyond the headland and left the evening all around. It did not ask me where to go. It did not ask me why. I hear an engine fading past the point. It takes no part of me along. The farther that its small sound goes, the more this hill becomes my own. At last the tower lamp comes on, one steady circle through the mist. I think of every leaving thing I once believed I must have missed. But now the dark has room enough for every road I did not take. I turn toward town without a hurry and keep the silence in my wake. Let it go, let it go, let it fade, let it fade. Not every distance is a break, is a break. Let it pass, let it pass, let it be, let it be. Some far sound can set you free, set you free. I hear an engine fading past the point. It takes no part of me along. The farther that its small sound goes, the more this hill becomes my own. I hear an engine, then the quiet finds a place beside my name. I turn toward the lowering light, and nothing asks me to remain. The hill is dry beneath my feet. I hear an engine fading past the point.
The tin is warm beneath my hand. There is nothing in the mailbox but the wind. The post is bent beneath the vines. Its little flag has lost its red. The narrow door swings blank and bare above the weeds along the shed. I came to see if something changed or if a name had found its way. The tin gave back my empty hand, then let the afternoon stay gray. I used to hear a missing word in every space I found. There is nothing in the mailbox but the wind. It turns the hinge, then moves along. I used to think an empty place meant something had gone wrong. A blackbird lifts from off the wire. The fence is warm against my sleeve. The dust along the roadside grass is settled where it wants to be. I do not need a folded page to tell me how the hours went. The sky has held its color still, and that is all the answer sent. I used to hear a missing word in every space I found. There is nothing in the mailbox but the wind. It turns the hinge, then moves along. I used to think an empty place meant something had gone wrong. By sundown I unhook the door, then close it softly with my thumb. I leave the post beside the road, the way I found it when I came. The empty box behind my back grows smaller as I walk away, and all the room I thought was lost becomes a field of ordinary day. Nothing came, nothing went. Still the day was fully spent. I can leave, I can go without needing more to know. There is nothing in the mailbox but the wind. It turns the hinge, then moves along. I used to think an empty place meant something had gone wrong. There is nothing in the mailbox, and I leave it with the vines and dust and aftermath.
is closed beside the shore. The metal blind is pulled halfway. The tiled step is cracked and worn. A strip of curtain lifts and falls inside the darkened little room. The names above the doorway fade. The lock has gathered dust and salt. I stand beneath a crooked sign and do not need it to be solved. No one is coming out to say which faces used to wait inside. The photo shop is closed beside the shore. No one will hold the faces still. I stand outside the painted name and let the empty light be real. The sea has worn the lower wall. The wind has thinned the colored board. I find a small square on the ground, but leave it where it fell before. Somewhere a door is closing slow. Somewhere a child begins to cry. I watch the narrow shadow move, then let the hour pass me by. No one is coming out to say which faces used to wait inside. The photo shop is closed beside the shore. No one will hold the faces still. I stand outside the painted name and let the empty light be real. By dusk the letters lose their shape. The blind is almost black again. I turn away without a picture, without a proof of where I've been. The road behind the house is bent. The sand is cool beneath my feet. I carry nothing from the place but how the air once felt to breathe. Not every hour needs to last, needs to last. Not every face needs to be known, needs to be known. Some things are true because they pass, because they pass, and leave you standing on your own. The photo shop is closed beside the shore. No one will hold the faces still. I stand outside the painted name and let the empty light be real. The photo shop is closed and I am leaving with no small proof to carry home. The hour is gone but not forgotten. is closed beside the shore. The nail is loose above the wall. The calendar turns in the salt wind. The page lifts once then falls again. The numbers blur beneath the sun. I hold the corner with one hand, but let it go when it is done. The room is still, the hour moves. The sea is white beyond the pane. I watch the month begin to leave, without a word, without a name. I thought I had to hold it still, to keep it close to me. The calendar turns in the salt wind, and every page knows where to go. I do not have to keep the season to feel the warmth it used to show.
The red line circles one old date. The ink is faded into brown. I cannot tell what mattered then, or why I marked the morning down.
The paper trembles in the frame. The light is changed across the floor. I leave the page the way it hangs, and do not close the window more.
I thought I had
To hold it still, to keep it close to me. The calendar turns in the salt wind, and every page knows where to go. I do not have to keep the season to feel the warmth it used to show.
At dusk the last sheet tears away, and rests beside the chair below. I fold it once, then let it lie, as if it always meant to go.
The wall is bare, the room is wide. The sky is taken on its gray. I hear the wind begin again, and let it carry time away.
Let it turn,
Let it turn,
let it fall.
let it fall. Nothing stays because I call.
Because I call. Let it move,
Let it move,
let it go.
let it go.
There is grace in what I know.
The calendar turns in the salt wind, and every page knows where to go. I do not have to keep the season to feel the warmth it used to show.
The calendar turns and I'm standing
with both my hands away from time. The page is gone, the room is open, and still the light is mine. The nail is loose above the wall. The calendar turns in the salt wind. I got door swings back and settles down. One empty stool is warm with sun. The woman at the counter smiles, then lets the little silence run. I watch the amber lose its heat. The steam grows thin above my hand. For once I do not read the clock or make a promise to the land. The day has room enough for this, for nothing more than staying still. I can sit until it cools. I can let the bright hour pass. Nothing asks me to be ready. Nothing breaks because I rest. A bus goes by beyond the pier. Its window catches on the wave. The bell above the door rings twice, then leaves the room the way it came. I turn the cup between my palms and trace the crack along its rim. The smallest things are holding on without requiring much from me. The day has room enough for this, for nothing more than staying still. I can sit until it cools. I can let the bright hour pass. Nothing asks me to be ready. Nothing breaks because I rest. The last warm swallow reaches down and leaves a sweetness at the end. I put the coins beside the plate, but do not hurry out again. The harbor keeps its distant blue. The wooden steps are dry and wide. I stand when I am ready to, and take the slower road outside. Stay a while, let it clear, let it clear. There is no alarm to hear, no alarm to hear. Take your time, leave it plain, leave it plain. You will find your feet again. I can sit until it cools. I can let the bright hour pass. Nothing asks me to be ready. Nothing breaks because I rest. I can rise when I am ready, with the daylight at my back. There is room inside the morning for the time I thought I lacked. The spoon has stopped against the glass. I take the slower road outside.
The sand has dried along the boards. The striped cloth lifts in the air, then settles at her feet again. She presses out the salt and dust, and ties the cord with careful hands. The swimmers left before the rain, their narrow paths have washed away. I hold one pole against my knee and watch the color lose the day. There is no reason to pretend the afternoon will stay this wide. We can fold what gave us shade. We can leave the shore this way.
was bright is not gone missing. It has simply had its day.
She laughs when one last corner flies and catches at my sleeve instead. The empty chairs are stacked in rows. Their little shadows all have fled.
The tide comes close but does not speak. It takes the footprints one by one. I find a shell beneath the cloth and give it back to where it came. There is no reason to pretend the afternoon will stay this wide. We can fold what gave us shade. We can leave the shore this way. What was bright is not gone missing. It has simply had its day.
The knot comes loose beneath her thumb. The last loose edge is tucked away. She stands and brushes off her palms as clouds begin to cross the bay.
I used to fear the smaller light that waits beyond the crowded heat. But now the bare and open sand looks like a place to set my feet.
Let it close,
Let it close,
let it clear.
let it clear.
We were glad that it was here.
It was here. Step away, leave it kind, leave it kind. There is more than one good time. We can fold what gave us shade. We can leave the shore this way. What was bright is not gone missing. It has simply had its day. We can walk beyond the season with the warm sand on our shoes. What we love does not grow smaller when we let it be through.
She gathers summer by the ribs. We leave the shore this way.
The rack is turning without hands. The road bends down beyond the glass. A truck rolls slowly through the lot. I touch the edges one by one of places I have never sought. One shows a bridge beneath the snow. One holds a garden after rain. They wait in rows without a word and do not ask to know my name. I used to think an open door was something I must walk into. Somewhere can remain a picture. Some road can stay a line of blue. I can keep the world in front of me without having to pass through. The clerk is counting change nearby. Her radio is turned down low. A child runs circles by the maps, then stops to watch the buses go. I choose the one with no return and hold it flat against the light. The blank white back is clean and still, like one more afternoon to write. I used to think an open door was something I must walk into. Somewhere can remain a picture, some road can stay a line of blue. I can keep the world in front of me without having to pass through. I put it back where it belongs, between the cliffs and fishing boats. The window fills with passing cloud, then clears enough to show the coast. I leave with nothing in my bag, but something softer in my chest. The day is not a list of doors, and staying near can still be best. Let it wait, let it wait, let it shine, let it shine. Not every view has to be mine, to be mine. Leave it there, leave it there. Keep it wide, keep it wide. There is room on either side. Somewhere can remain a picture, some road can stay a line of blue. I can keep the world in front of me without having to pass through. I will take the road beside me, with the evening coming through. There are places I can honor by not turning them to proof. The rack is turning without hands. The road bends down beyond the glass.
The lamp is low beside the door. The floorboards cool beneath the chair. I turn the silver wheel 1 inch and catch a word from somewhere there. It fades before I know its name, then comes again beneath the foam. I do not need to understand to feel the room become less lone. The night is large but not empty, when even one small sound gets through. Send a light across the water, let it find me where I am. I will answer with my window. I will answer when I can. The needle trembles on the line between a hymn and weather news. Somebody laughs then disappears. Somebody says the wind will move. I picture rooms along the coast, with other hands beside a dial. We may be strangers in the dark, but we are listening for a while. The night is large but not empty, when even one small sound gets through. Send a light across the water, let it find me where I am. I will answer with my window, I will answer when I can. At last the signal thins to hush. The lamp has made a pool of gold. I leave the little box awake and let the silence not feel cold. Outside the boats are out of sight. The waves keep moving in the blue. I do not ask the dark to speak, I only let it carry through. Are you there? I am here. Can you hear? I can hear. That is all we need tonight. Need tonight. Hold the line. Hold the line. Let it go. Let it go. Morning knows the way to show. Find me where I am. I will answer with my window. Oh, I will answer when I can. If the sound becomes a memory, I will keep its gentle trace. There is comfort in a signal that is passed through empty space. A little voice comes through the air. The dark arrives without a knock.
Gone before I wake. The seaweed lies in darker bands. The boards are rinsed and shining clean. Along the edge below the wall, pale curves are waiting in between. I follow where the water stops, hear the gulls return in twos. The world has shifted while I slept, but nothing here is asking news. There is a pattern after noise. There is a line the tide can lead. I will walk the new shore slowly. I will see what has remained. Not every mark is made by damage. Not every change needs to explain. One small shell turns in the foam. Its broken side is facing up. I turn it over with my shoe, then leave it where the water comes. Clouds are thinning over town. The roofs are wet beyond the sand. I feel the morning in my coat and let it take my empty hand. There is a pattern after noise.
There is a line the tide can leave. I will walk the new shore slowly. I will see what has remained. Not every mark is made by damage. Not every change needs to explain. The farther edge begins to shine. The inlet opens soft and wide. I thought the storm had taken all, it only changed the side I find. I turn back toward the waking street with salt dried lightly on my sleeve. The day is not the one I planned, but it is one that I can keep. Let it show, let it show, let it lie, let it lie. Morning does not ask me why. Ask me why. Step by step, near the sea, what is left can still be me. Still be me. I will walk the new shore slowly. I will see what has remained. Not every mark is made by damage. Not every change needs to explain. I will carry this clean morning when the next hard weather starts. There is order in the movement. There is room inside my heart. The shore is written in small white marks. The rain has gone before I wake. The lamp is low beside the door. The floorboards cool beneath the chair. I turn the silver wheel 1 inch and catch a word from somewhere there. It fades before I know its name, then comes again beneath the foam. I do not need to understand to feel the room become less lone. The night is large, but not empty. When even one small sound gets through, send a light across the water. Let it find me where I am. I will answer with my window. I will answer when I can. The needle trembles on the line between a hymn and weather news. Somebody laughs, then disappears. Somebody says the wind will move. I picture rooms along the coast with other hands beside a dial. We may be strangers in the dark, but we are listening for a while. The night is large, but not empty. When even one small sound gets through, send a light across the water. Let it find me where I am. I will answer with my window. I will answer when I can. At last the signal thins to hush. The lamp is made a pool of gold. I leave the little box awake and let the silence not feel cold. Outside the boats are out of sight. The waves keep moving in the blue. I do not ask the dark to speak. I only let it carry through. Are you there? I am here. Can you hear? I can hear. That is all we need tonight. Hold the line, hold the line. Let it go, let it go. Morning knows the way to show. Send a light across the water. Let it find me where I am. I will answer with my window. I will answer when I can. If the sound becomes a memory, I will
comes through the air. The dark arrives without a knock.
The harbor have turned to white. Before the market lights come on, I walk the lane behind the boats. The puddles hold a brittle skin. The air is sharp around my throat. Each tile along the farther hill has caught a little borrowed gray. No one is called this morning new. It only came and chose to stay. I used to wait for warmer days to tell me where my feet belong. Let the cold arrive gently. Let it rest upon the town. I have learned the quiet seasons do not make the world shut down. An old man opens up his gate and shakes the frost from canvas shoes. A dog is circling near the steps and disappears into the blue. I pull my collar to my chin and see my breath go out and fade. The road is narrow, clear and dry, enough for every step I make. I used to wait for warmer days to tell me where my feet belong. Let the cold arrive gently. Let it rest upon the town. I have learned the quiet seasons do not make the world shut down. The sun comes thin above the roofs. It finds the harbor one by one. The white begins to turn to gold, but does not vanish when it shines. I stand beside the empty quay and feel the morning settle in. There is no season left to fight. There is no door I must get in. Breathe it in, breathe it in. Hold it close, hold it close. Winter knows the way it goes, way it goes. Stay awake, stay awake. See it clear, see it clear. There is nothing wrong with here, wrong with here. Let the cold arrive gently. Let it rest upon the town. I have learned the quiet seasons do not make the world shut down. When the pale light meets the harbor, I will meet it where I stand. Every weather has a doorway, every day a place to land.
have turned to white. The chimney smoke is standing still. One curtain lifts, then comes to rest. I close the window with both hands. The last light reaches past the bed and lays itself along the floor. I gather nothing from the sill. I leave the book beside the door. The town is quieter than before. The sea has lost its silver line. I hear the latch fall into place and feel the evening turn to mine. There was a time I kept things open for the part of me that feared goodbye. I can close the day with kindness. I can leave the past its view. What I loved is not behind me. It is folded into blue. The chair is where it always was. The cup is dry beside the wall. I do not need to move a thing to make this room remember all. Outside a bicycle passes slow. Its little bell is far away. I smile before the sound is gone and let the dark become its gray. There was a time I kept things open for the part of me that feared goodbye. I can close the day with kindness. I can leave the past its view. What I loved is not behind me. It is folded into blue. Tomorrow may be colder still, or bright enough to start anew. I do not need to know which one to let tonight be simple too. The key is warm inside my palm. The hall is waiting, clean and dim. I take one breath before I go and leave the gentle light within. Close the frame, close the frame. Leave the glow, leave the glow. You have some place else to go, else to go. Keep it near, keep it near. Let it be, let it be. What has held you can stay free, stay free. I can close the day with kindness. I can leave the past its view. What I loved is not behind me. It is folded into blue. I will walk into tomorrow with the room still warm behind. Nothing left for me to prove now. Nothing left I have to find. I close the window with both hands. One curtain lifts, then comes to rest. The harbor roofs have turned to white before the market lights come on. I walk the lane behind the boats. The puddles hold a brittle skin. The air is sharp around my throat. Each tile along the farther hill has caught a little borrowed gray. No one has called this morning new. It only came and chose to stay. I used to wait for warmer days to tell me where my feet belonged. Let the cold arrive gently, let it rest upon the town. I have learned the quiet seasons do not make the world shut down. An old man opens up his gate and shakes the frost from canvas shoes. A dog is circling near the steps, then disappears into the blue. I pull my collar to my chin and see my breath go out and fade. The road is narrow, clear and dry, enough for every step I make. I used to wait for warmer days to tell me where my feet belonged. Let the cold arrive gently, let it rest upon the town. I have learned the quiet seasons do not make the world shut down. The sun comes thin above the roofs. It finds the harbor one by one. The white begins to turn to gold, but does not vanish when it shines. I stand beside the empty quay and feel the morning settle in. There is no season left to fight. There is no door I must get in. Breathe it in, breathe it in. Hold it close, hold it close. Winter knows the way it goes, way it goes. Stay awake, see it clear, see it clear. There is nothing wrong with here, wrong with here. Let the cold arrive gently, let it rest upon the town. I have learned the quiet seasons do not make the world shut down. When the pale light meets the harbor, I will meet it where I stand. Every weather has a doorway, every day a place to land. The harbor roofs have turned to blue. The chimney smoke